Alright everyone, welcome to the 5th game of the series. This is going to be the final one in the best of 5. We restarted the stream, still dropping frames, nothing we can do against that unfortunately. So yeah, just bear with me. Yeah, just bear with me guys, sorry about that. Still though, the 5th game is going to be Salt Marsh. So yeah, we're gonna have Re from JonSlow here. So we're going to go back to the lobby now. And we're gonna jump into the next game in just a moment. Alright guys, this time, there we go. So 5th game of the series, single elimination round of 32 between JonSlow and Scotty. We're gonna have Salt Marsh. And what do we have here? Let's see. So we're gonna get John playing with Spanish versus Scotty playing with Franks. Quite interesting. We have seen in the past in this map a lot of Spanish and Mayans. Spanish and Franks is going to be interesting. So let's see. In this map you get a back gold over here for JonSlow, secondary gold over here, third gold over here. So it's not very bad for him. He does have a back stone, so it's quite good actually. He does have 2 back wood lines as well. As for Scotty, he has back wood lines over here and over here. The gold situation is not so good for him as he does get 1 and 2 secondary goals kind of far away. The first, the primary goal is forward, so kind of exposed. Let's see. Villager count, of course, even. Let's go through the civs bonuses. So Spanish, they get 30% faster building villagers. They get faster shooting, 18% faster shooting hand cannoneer and war cannons. They get the cannon galleon gets faster projectile with ballistics. They also get finally the missionary. Let's see over here though. We have seen a lot of tower rushes from Spanish. I'm not really sure if that's going to be the case over here. I think it's quite risky. For Franks on the other hand, you get free farm upgrades. You get 20% more HP on the scouts, so you can see over here From JonSlow, 45 HP the scout. For Scout, it's going to be 54. They're going to have 25% faster working foragers as well. 25% cheaper castles. That's going to be important here. And yeah, Spanish are also monk civilization. They are gunpowder and monk civilization, but they also get fully upgraded knights. But having monks means that you can go against Franks with conquistadors and monks. You can potentially convert the knights from Frank player. Let's see. Second board coming up here. How about here? Second board about to come in. Yeah, we're not getting any lane so far. Oh, JonSlow is going to go for the walls right away. That villager is going to build that faster. Oh, that is not good pathing. That is very unfortunate pathing, actually. Alright, very good lure otherwise. Getting that one exactly as... yeah, the first one runs out. It's going to have two other villagers here though. Yeah, two other villagers over there. Still though, 19 villagers for both. Scout is going to go up to feudal age. We have 4 villagers here on wood for JonSlow. Should be sending the 5th one. Yeah, there we go. What is it gonna do? It doesn't have loom yet, so it seems like we're gonna have the Spanish player trying to go for fast castle. So going for the palisade walls that early on is quite a good indicative. Quite a good indication. But is he going to be able to pull that out though? That's the question. At this point we can see the palisade walls over here, palisade walls over here, the wool line over here, finishing the wall for him. And there we go, so Scout is going to go instantly forward. He's going to go into towers, so he was expecting the Spanish player to try and go for Castle Age, to try and get that sweet power spike that the conquistadors are. So he went to feudal age super fast, 19 villagers. He's going to go straight into towers. And what else? Is he going to go for something else? He doesn't have any military buildings, so right now that he is in feudal age, he's going to go for one tower over here to push the villagers away from the wool line. Actually, no, he's going to go for the tower over here. Alright, that's also going to push some villagers away. JonSlow going up to feudal age at this point. He is going to lose the scout though. That's very unfortunate for him. But with 26 villagers, he should be able to go up to Castle Age after this. Now, let's see, he should be able to spot this. As we can see, he has vision of that. There's nothing he can do at this point against that though. Not really sure if he hadn't spotted that yet. So he's going to go for additional walling over here. As you can see, that is not going to be enough to wall this. He should have offset the house over here by one tile probably. But that's going to be enough to keep the villagers safe. No amount of towers is going to deprive him from wood, as he has additional wool lines over here on the back. That's very good and convenient for him. Now if we take a look over here, we can see that the wall's getting harassed. Another tower is going to go up, but the Spanish villagers are going to go for the palisade walls, no problem. 33% faster working villagers. That's great. Double layer wall. It's good enough. And JonSlow, right now, in feudal age, with not enough resources to go up, he was forced into spending a lot to defend from this forward. So fast castle is not going to happen. He is even going to lose one villager. There we go. He's not going to queue. Okay, there we go. He's going to queue one more. He's going to go for the stone walls. Stone walls are going to be a lot better at defending here. And yeah, these 3 villagers have been quite problematic already. 2 villagers behind for the green player, 2 villagers ahead for the purple player. Market coming up now. Of course, he's not going to have the buildings to go up. He doesn't even have the resources just yet. And I want to take a look at something. So we saw Scotty going forward. Very, very aggressive. I want to see what the tax on his eco is for that. As you can see, it's actually not that big. At this point, Scotty actually took 500 extra food from probably from the free farm upgrade. JonSlow, getting pushed away from the berries, will not be able to will not be able to go for fast castle without spending a lot of wood into farms. He's going to try and take advantage of the deer over here. That's good. And Scott is going to go back. He recognizes it's probably not worth to keep pushing over here. And anyway, as you can see from here, from this overlay, it's not like he needs really to do a whole lot. He has 2 villagers ahead and he is almost with enough resources to go up himself, and the game's looking very, very good for Scotty. So he's going to go for the stone walls. He's going to go for Castle Age. And is he going to go and try and boom and go for Imperial Age and subsequently a Cavalier and Paladin? If he does that, then it's going to be a lot harder for JonSlow to get back. Let's see. Blacksmith coming up now. He does have the resources already to go up. He's only missing the buildings. There we go. And now Scotty on the way to Castle Age. JonSlow doesn't really have the resources yet. Going for stone walls over here. He's probably banking on Scotty being behind from the push, from the tower push that he was going for. That's not going to happen, unfortunately, for him. Now, he was able to get rid of this tower over here. So he's going to get back into the berries. That's going to be free food for him. That's quite good. Now, almost with enough resources to go up to Castle Age himself. Still a couple of villagers behind, actually 5 villagers behind. Even though Scotty went up to Castle Age faster. So impeccable eco management for Scotty over here. Still with the scout alive. As we know, JonSlow doesn't really have a scout out anymore. He had one, got killed over here. So he's in the dark, without resources. Yeah, with less villagers. Game's looking fantastic now for Scotty. If he goes for full boom and he manages to hold on enough, going for Imperial Age units is just going to be the killing blow now for him. As we can see, the score is significantly higher for Scotty, despite JonSlow clicking up later. There you go, so Castle Age now for purple, going for 1 extra TC over here. Where is he gonna place the other TC? He should be trying to go for probably another one. He doesn't really have the stone just yet. Okay, there we go, so another TC over there. That's going to be 3 TCs right away. JonSlow on the other hand is going to have to go for Conquistadors. He knows this. He was going for stone. He's going to have enough stone just in time to go for Conquistadors now. So Castle is going to come up. Where though? Over here. Castle coming up. Conquistadors coming out as well. And he's going to have to do a lot of damage now. So Spanish also being a monk civilization means that he can potentially go for monks and conquistadors. Probably try and push with some siege. Of course, that's all very expensive. I don't think he's going to be able to afford all of that, but he can potentially try to organize his eco towards that. Anyway, castle now coming up. There we go. Conquistadors should be immediately queued, and there we go. So exactly as predicted. What's going to be the case here for Scotty at this point with 8 extra villagers. And I agree. Castle Age push for JonSlow should be quite good. So he's going to need probably 3 to 4 conquistadors at the very least to go forward. He doesn't know about the stone walls, he's going to find those. So the 3rd conquistador is going to mark the first group of conquistadors going forward. And I want to see what he's going to do. We have a castle coming up here from the Frank player, 25% cheaper castles though. It's very, very good for him. So let's see. Conquistadors are not being sent forward. Interesting. Alright, there we go. It's going to be 4. That's good. Keep in mind the conquistadors have 50% accuracy at max range. So even though you only need 3 conquistadors to kill a villager, to one-shot a villager, you still need to make up for the fact that they are not very accurate. So you need to either close the distance or go for more quantity. That's why usually you see more than only 3 conquistadors going forward. And also that gives you some leeway in case you lose one of those. You're still able to do a lot of damage with those. So let's see. Good castle over there. Conquistadors are not going to be able to pick villagers. He does have the range. This castle has only 8 range. Conquistadors have 6, so he could potentially try to snipe more villagers. But he's going to try and go around, of course. Trying to find an opening over here is going to be very disappointing for him not to find one, and unfortunately he won't. So what is going to be the next step now for JonSlow? He knows he's not going to be able to do anything with only the conks. He's going to need to go for something else, potentially siege. He does have enough resources to go for siege himself now. So what are we going to see? Farms, alright. Extra TCs, 2 extra TCs. Alright. Is Scotty still on 3 TCs? Yes, he should be. So situation is not looking good for JonSlow. Not only was he slower to Castle Age, but now he's trying to mimic the strategy from Scotty, and that's not going to work. Of course, Scotty had the time window to get ahead, and at this point he has 17 extra villagers. So JonSlow needs to do something real quick over here, otherwise this is going to snowball out of control for him. From now on it's pretty much arena, so GG Scotty? I don't know. Look at the villager count. 14 extra villagers. JonSlow is going to need to do something here. He's going forward. Let's see, does he have resources? He's going to have enough resources to go for a castle. He goes for a castle here, that's going to deny the gold from Scotty. Oh, and we were noticing when we started the game that he doesn't really have a very accessible gold. He has a secondary gold here, the front gold over there, and where's the other one? I think this is the only gold that he can take. Actually? Oh no, he has another one over here. That's still going to be a big blow here in favor of JonSlow. Let's see. So welcome everyone who is just coming here. This is the 5th and final game of this best of 5 live series for the round of 32 for the Aspiring Experts tournament between JonSlow and Scotty. Score so far 2-2. At this point, Scotty is in the lead with 12 extra villagers, going for a second castle over here on his way to Imperial Age, and with 2 castles here he's going to be able to produce trebuchets to get rid of this castle from JonSlow. However, now the green player on his way to Imperial Age as well, with a good amount of conquistadors now, about to break through though. That stone wall is going to go down for sure. That castle is going to go up, but is it going to go up fast enough? Yes, it's going to be up fast enough. Let's see. Conquistadors are going to go forward, but they are going to take a lot of damage here. Let's take a look at the HP pool. You can see it going down dramatically. That's 1 down, 2 down. And they're not going to be able to do anything. Very well played here, Scotty, with good base organization. He's probably going to lose 1 or 2 villagers over here. There we go. But then we're going to see, so barracks. He's expecting Scotty to go for knights. Is going to go for pikemen. That's the only thing that makes sense over here. Going for scale mail armor, that's going to be +1. He's going to need chainmail armor after that, blade mail armor in Imperial Age. But yeah, at the very least, JonSlow is going to be able to deny some. Food eco over here. Let's see. 4 barracks up now. So both castles are going to queue trebuchets. Both trebuchets are going to be great against this castle. And Scotty going for chain barding armor. He can potentially go for plate barding armor. He doesn't have the resources at this point, I think. Oh, he does. He does. Never mind. Population advantage for Scotty still quite high. 9 at this point. Let's take a look at the eco distribution. So 28 villagers on wood, 21 for Scotty. 23 on food, 27, 26 on food for Scotty. And the total resources taken, so much better for Scotty. He has the advantage here. With 2 trebuchets now, this castle should go down. This amount of villagers is not enough to repair that castle. So what is he going to do? Is he going to go for... JonSlow is going for chemistry. He's going to try and go for bombard cannons. 4 trebuchets now are going to take this castle down, no problem. Bombard cannons are going to be good. But yeah, it's still not great. Husbandry on the way, forging on the way, Cavalier now for Scotty. I think the Cavalier upgrade is already researched for JonSlow. Hold on. No. Cavalier only for Scotty at this point in time. JonSlow getting house nonetheless. 95 to 96 population, 98 for Scotty at this point. Higher villager number, less military numbers, but still with quite the lead. 10 extra villagers. That church is going to go down for sure, no problem. That one's probably going to go down as well. Villagers going down. Pikemen, so it's going to be pikemen and conquistadors. Maybe he's not really queuing anything. So back at home, he's quite untouched. He is the one applying the pressure over here. He is bringing trebuchets from back home. Let's see if we can repair this one, keep it alive. No, I don't think he's going to be able to. There we go. So losing trebuchets, trebuchet after trebuchet. He's going to go for bombard cannon. That's going to be good. Scotty though, going forward now with the Cavalier, is not going to be able to break through, so I'm not really sure what the plan is. He's probably banking on JonSlow to overchop at some point somewhere. This is not going to be raidable for him at this point. Stone walls all the way through. And this Conquistador is doing so much damage. He could potentially move those over here and start killing some lumberjacks. But what are we gonna see? So Cavalier and throwing Axeman for the purple player. Green is going to go for Pikeman only over here. Let's see. Okay, that trebuchet's going to go down. Halberdier now on the way. I mean, research now for JonSlow. But take a look at that. Throwing Axemen are so tanky. And they deal so much damage. Halberdier are good. They are certainly a lot cheaper than throwing Axemen for sure. Let's see. Archery ranges coming up. So we're gonna see archers here from the Spanish player. I don't think so. Probably skirmishers. He could potentially try and go for cavalry archers, but I'm not sure about that. I'm very curious to see this. Throwing Axemen are just so good. 3 trebuchets now. Scotty has managed to relieve the pressure. He's going to start pushing JonSlow away. And JonSlow, I'm not sure if he's in a position to get back into the game. Still more villagers for Scotty. More military numbers as well. Throwing Axemen. And I want to see, oh, hand cannons, that's good. That's right, I forgot about hand cannons. Now this might be a good chance for him. Hand cannons from Spanish, they shoot 18% faster. That is very, very good. I had forgotten about that. So that's like an Ethiopian archer bonus, but for Spanish hand cannoneer. That's very good. So now all the throwing axemen are going down. Scott is going forward with the Cavalier, and just as I was saying a minute ago that I'm not sure if there's a way back here for JonSlow, he proves me wrong, going for the right unit at the right time, taking advantage of the bonus of the Civ. And this is actually quite good, so let's see, there might be a chance still here for the green player. Cavalier still unable to do any damage over here. JonSlow pretty much untouched. Let's see. Barracks coming up. Resources at this point looking a little bit better for JonSlow, even though Scotty, actually no, Scotty has 1500 stone, 3k wood. JonSlow has a very balanced eco, but that's because he has a little of everything. Yeah, Scotty can now go for a lot of castles. He already has 2 over here. He has another one over here. He can potentially go for 4 castles. He could potentially try and take a couple of villagers over here. He's going to go for trebuchets though. So that the only castle that JonSlow has at this point is going to go down for sure. He's trying to push over here Scotty's base, but he's going to find a rude awakening here. As the castle goes down, no problem. He realizes about this, but there's nothing he can do, so whatever. Now Cavalier here, throwing axemen. He's going to go back now with the entirety of his army, so bombard cannon, halberdier, hand cannons, hand cannoneer. And the trebs can take the TC down, can take the tower down, the gate down. This can be so good now for Scotty, but let's see. Villagers are going to go this way now. Let's see, he's going to try to make use of the throwing axemen. Throwing axemen are going to start shredding through the halberdier, but they are going to get destroyed by the hand cannoneers. 17 damage for these guys. Only 4 pierce armor for the throwing axemen. That's taking 13 damage per shot. And with 60 HP, that's 5 hand cannoneers to take down a single throwing axeman. Throwing axemen, they deal 8 damage, melee damage. That's 4 damage per shot. So yeah, hand cannoneers should do quite well here versus throwing axemen. Especially in this combination, as he is preventing the cavalry from getting to the hand cannoneers. Let's see. Let's see though. He doesn't have the numbers anymore. He's running out the halberdier. JonSlow's gonna call it a GG. He ran out of halberdier. He wasn't able to keep protecting the hand cannoneer. And actually my math was kind of wrong over there. 35 HP, taking 4 damage per shot. Yeah, that actually it was alright. It's still favorable trade for the hand cannoneer, not to count the longer range. So very well played over the Scotty. I'm not really sure what happened over there, but JonSlow had such a bad early game. Dark Age and Fuel Age was quite bad. So we're gonna take a final look at the achievements, and that's going to be it for today. From me at least. Score: JonSlow 2, Scotty 3, advancing on to the next round, the round of 16 in the Aspiring Experts tournament. Very good KD for Scotty, 5-4. A lot better eco management for him as well, gathering more of everything, going faster to Feudal Castle and Imperial Age, exploring more of the map, researching more. Same amount of villagers in the villager high, but overall very well played over here. You can see dominating the early and mid game and eventually sealing the deal in Imperial. with Hand Cannoneers, with Throwing Axemen and Cavalier. Guys, that's going to be it from me today. Big shout out to Razer, of course, for sponsoring this tournament. As a quick reminder, he sponsored the prize pool for $600, and every donation up to $200 that we get towards the prize pool is going to be met by Vulby Official. So yeah, feel free to support the event, and if you're enjoying this, don't forget to follow the channel, and yeah, stay tuned because there's a lot more action coming up soon. Alright, so bye bye everyone, thank you for watching, and we're gonna host someone